In this video, I'm building a stone and timber arbor for my wedding. This is the location we've chosen to build, and this dodgy overlay gives you an idea of what I'm trying to build. The arbor will be 2 timber uprights supporting a crossbeam. The ground will be paved in natural sandstone, and I will build sandstone columns around the base of the timber uprights. I'm really proud of the finished product, and I'm excited for you to see it come to life. I wanted to create a beautiful spot for my fiancé and I to get married, adding an extra layer of meaning and memory to our wedding day. My dad and I completed this build over the course of a week at their property in Bawley Point. It was great to spend some quality time with the old fella, build something special and make some more memories. I feel very privileged to have the space and freedom to create something like this. Learning how to build with stone has been one of the best things to happen to me in my life. It's unlocked a level of creativity that I didn't know was possible. Through this video, I'd like to share my love for it, but also share as much of the process as possible. If you enjoy this and want to see more videos like this in the future, please consider subscribing. I'm on the road to becoming a content creator, and I plan on sharing as much of my journey as I can. I apologize in advance for some of the shaky camera work. It will get better with each video. I've segmented this video into each day, following the process of building from start to finish. Time to get started. We're going to dig the foundation now. That blue spray paint mark, we're using a little Kubota tractor, affectionately named Bonsai. Let's get into it. All right, we've dug the foundation. It's not quite prepped yet, but what I'm going to do now is just run some lines from our fence line here, make sure everything's squared away, and also make sure that I've dug the right size here. So whether I need to make a few small adjustments with a shovel. And once that's done, I can dig the 2 post holes for our uprights and then set up the formwork around here and get it prepped for pouring the slab. I'm marking the position of the uprights here. I'm digging them a further 600 mil below ground level to increase their strength. I'm marking them with start pickets so I can double check all of my measurements before I start digging. The ground is prepped and I'm happy with the position of the uprights. Now we dig the holes and install the formwork for the concrete slab. Because we want the uprights secured within the concrete, we install them prior to the pour. We're securing them in place using timber braces so that they don't change position while we're pouring the concrete. We're using trench mesh, old star pickets and some scrap metal as reinforcements in the slab. I'm mixing the concrete on site, which worked out way more cost effective than getting some delivered. My dad is screeing as we go, and after a big day on the tools, we're hustling to get this completed before the forecasted rain. I'm really pleased with what we managed to achieve on the first day. This is our line for where our finished stonework will go. So 145 mil, 150 from the actual slab here. The reason we've given ourselves so much room is that we're using that raw blocky sandstone you can see over there. Look at the size of some of these. 230, 200. It's good quality stone, but it's not really fit for purpose. Now I get the fun job of using the quick cut to cut up enough stone for our pad. This is the shit part of the job, but we'll get it done. All right, I'm gonna break for lunch. It's raining, it's hot, sweaty work. So that's what we've got so far in addition to what we've already placed over there. So we're doing pretty good. It's just messy, hard work. So we'll just keep going. I've got plenty of stone. There's plenty there. And I won't need much stone to build those columns. They're only going to be about 500 or 600 high. So they're really not going to take a great deal of stone. So I should be able to get across the line fairly easily. Might not be the best building weather, hey Hosty? It is hissing down today. Yeah, I've got my gazebo set up. Bob's got his favourite stick. It's a good day to just cut all the stone, so as long as I'm under cover, we're happy. Let's keep going. As I'm cutting the stones, I'm laying them out on a roughly marked 2 by 3 metre pad, mimicking the final design. I'm doing this to make sure I have enough stone, which works out exactly as planned in the end. Because the stones are being used as pavers, I need a perfectly flat surface, otherwise it will be a tripping hazard. Lots of the stones come with saw cut faces from the quarry. These are the sides I'll be facing up for my flat and level surface. I think that's the first bit of sunshine we've had all day. If I had to guess, I reckon we've had 30 or 40 mils of rain just today. Beautiful view though. That's where I'll be getting married. Hopefully it'll be a little bit drier than this. Incredible. Day 2 complete. Cheers to that. We've laid out all of our stone. This is our 3 by 2 stone pad, which will go on that. Beginning of day 3, still raining. But we'll keep going. We're going to get set up today and start building these columns. Now, rain, hail or shine, that's fine. I'm going to use this gazebo and put that over the top of these, and then I can work in there. I'm using string lines as profiles. These are my guidelines for building. The columns I'm building are 400 by 400 mil and will rise 500 mil above the finished paver height. So this is the mortar mixture I'm using, 4 sand to 1 cement. We've got some bicol in the water. To build these columns, I'm placing the cornerstones first, then building in between, working my way up in layers. I'm capping these pillars with sandstone pavers, which you'll see later on in this video. I'm building a dry stack facade style. I'm using mortar to secure the stones, but ideally there shouldn't be any visible once I'm finished and it's washed out. We have completed the first pillar. Have a look at that. Ooh la la. I'm very happy with this work. This morning I'm going to start this pillar here. Just got to run the string lines. We've already got the profiles properly set up. One pillar, 2 pillar, and this is the very last stone column. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, nice. I'm using sandstone pavers for capping stones. First I've cut them down to size. The next step is to cut a hole in the center, allowing me to thread them over the timber uprights, dropping them down and placing them on the stone columns. Time to install the crossbeam. My dad has prepared and stained it before we install it. It's pretty heavy, so we're using bonsai to lift it up to height.
So it's got to come back this way. 50. Right. Let's try that. I've got 620. I've got 570. So about another 30, 20 mil. What did you say? 620. Yeah. What do you got? 595. I got 597. Spot on.
Getting the crossbeam up is a huge milestone. We're well on our way to completion now. I have some leftover mortar from building the column earlier, so rather than waste it, I'm using it to lay the first few pavers this afternoon. We've done really well this week. It's been a big week. Drinking lots of beer at night has not helped the energy levels during the day. But after a day of doing this, 6 beers sounds very, very good. To start the day, I'm laying out the rest of our stone pavers in their final pattern. I'm not using mortar, I'm just getting an idea for where to place them all. All right, we've laid out most of our stone here. We're going to have to make a small adjustment because we don't have enough good saw cut square pieces to finish off this whole foundation, which is a bit of an oversight, but I've got plenty of stone. It's not too bad. Basically for the wedding, we just need enough space for myself, my wife and the celebrant on there, which we do. So what I'm going to do is finish the pad in line with these here. Run that across and line that up perfectly. I'll use the saw to cut the last few pieces to fit in there. And then we'll get like grass clumps from somewhere on the property and fill into that line, covering the foundation. So that should give it a good finish there. Look at you, Mr. Frostins. Frosty, so fluffy. Must be the most extravagant border collie. Look at this plumage. Wunderbar. Ooh, crazy eyes. Crazy eyes. Who's got crazy eyes? You got go. All right, the game plan now. Lift each of these stones in turn, throw in a bed of mortar, and then level them off against this line and against these already secured stones. First stone for the day. Little taparoonie. Tap it in. How's that sitting? Very good. In case you're wondering, yes, my back is sore. Ah, oh, good Lord. Home stretch. This is our final front line. So last few stones here. I need to break up a few of these straight lines in different areas, so fucking crack on. The last stone is in. This is our sandstone paving complete. Look at that. Ooh la la. Daddy likes. The next step is to point the gaps, but first I need to give the stone a quick wash, cleaning off the dust and the dirt. I'm using a wet mortar mixture with the adhesive Bondcrete in it to point the gaps.
Wouldn't be wise to drive home today because it's exhausted.
Oh no. Plus the cleanup. Got a couple of hours of cleaning up, I reckon.
Oh, that's what you manage most of it, mate. Just get rid of the rock and the tiles one.
Almost done!
Yay!
Woo! Just another 3 hours to go. 5:30 p.m. We're just brushing the rest of this. Probably have another half an hour or so to go before we finish. That's the view we're looking at. Let's wait until the camera sorts itself out. Ooh, beautiful. Sun is set. Gonna keep going, get this done. The finish line is in sight. In this shot, I'm brushing off the excess mortar, racing against the fading light to get a clean finish on the pointing. Let's see how we go. Saturday morning now, so I pointed yesterday afternoon at about 3:30 and have brushed it. It's still a little bit wet, which gives me an opportunity to do a few touch-ups before it completely dries. This is a really important part. The pointing was a little rough, but because it's still wet, I have a small window to get a nice finish. Using this wet brush, I'm running across all the joints, smoothing it out as I go. With the pointing done, we're basically finished. The last thing to do is pressure wash the cement stains up the pavers, but that can wait. I'm really proud of the finished product. It was such a cool experience to make, and to spend that quality time with my dad as well. It was a huge week, the weather didn't play ball, and my back is definitely sore, but worth every second. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, please consider subscribing. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next one.